Up the play!
G'day guys, Nate here, coming at you with the Round 11 preview of Collingwood v North Melbourne, Saturday night at Marvel Stadium. Had to start this recording again because I said Saturday night at the MCG, so sorry about that, force of habit. Saturday night, Marvel Stadium, Round 11, Collingwood v North Melbourne, first v 17th on the ladder, but it's pretty clear, and given our last head-to-head with North Melbourne, it's going to be anything but a straightforward win or a straightforward game against North Melbourne. It is a surprising doubleheader at Marvel Stadium as well. There's a 12:35 game between Carlton and GWS. Just before I get into this preview, make sure you guys like the video, subscribe, comment, do whatever you want to do though. Recommend it if you want. So Collingwood v North Melbourne. Forgive me if I compare our last head-to-head into this game. Just looking at North Melbourne, I am also prepared for the worst for this game. I don't want this video to be all doom and gloom. It's first v 17th, so typically and expectedly, we should be winning this game comfortably, put the feet up, relax sort of performance for us. For the first time this season, we're playing a previous season's bottom three side, so we haven't played against North Melbourne or Richmond or West Coast or even Melbourne just yet. It feels like we've gone through the toughest part of our fixture this season. It's the bottom four sides that we come up against that always test us. The litmus test is a banana peel. It's an overall shit test for us. Bottom four teams we typically struggle against, or we straight up somehow lose to them. Look back to 2022 against West Coast or the Waffle Covert Eagles. 2023 against Hawthorn. To be fair, Hawthorn is our bogey side. No matter where we finish, Hawthorn always kick our ass. Last year got our wins against the bottom four teams. However, we struggled against bloody North Melbourne. 54 points down early in the third quarter, somehow winning. I still remember that game. Unbelievable performance by North Melbourne. 19 goals for. There were 18 goals too at some point. And that was a game for North Melbourne where all the stars aligned. It was our worst Collingwood outfit heading into this game. North Melbourne, it just clicked for them. For the first time in years, it just clicked for them. Not to mention as well, North Melbourne's last four games. They lost by 9 points to Port Adelaide, lost by under a goal to Essendon. They drew against Brisbane, and they just beat Richmond. I know people will say, oh, it's just Richmond, yada, 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 but it was a very good performance overall. Very good scrappy contest by two bottom four sides. Don't want to be disrespectful for North Melbourne or even Richmond there. It was a very good contest. Very stoppage-heavy game, very high contested footy as well. Richmond could have come out winners, but North Melbourne, they held on. First win at the MCG since 2017, so they've also broken their MCG hoodoo. Last year, 54 points down, coming back to win by a point. Brings back memories, mostly not good memories. We won that game unbelievably. But the aftermath of that game, going into the bye and then losing four in a row from that. But this game here, first v 17th, I wouldn't say throw the form book out here, but I do expect a valiant and hungry North Melbourne. Now, I compare last year's game to this preview here because the same sentiment and thoughts going into this game about how we should be just resting a few players here and there. I mean, we just rested players for Fremantle, so I don't understand why we're resting a few more players. Steel Sidebottom should be the only rested player here. Unless Dan Houston and Darcy Moore failed their fitness tests, then yeah, we can leave them out for the time being. We've got depth, we've got coverage, but let's not go into this game like last year with our worst outfit. Last year was where Finn McRae was subbed out at halftime. Tao Jath in his debut game was cramping at three-quarter time or before three-quarter time. Lockie Sullivan couldn't get into the game. A lot of our players just couldn't get into the game because North Melbourne were playing like the North Melbourne Globetrotters. That's how they played last time. I'm expecting it here, unfortunately. That was the game where everything just clicked. And I look at this North Melbourne side right now. They've only got the 2 wins. They got the draw against Brisbane, but they don't fear anybody anymore. The pair of youth is still there. Still got a mixture of experience as well. They got guys like Caleb Daniel, Jack Darling, and Luke Parker coming in as well. Tristan Xerri, one of the best ruckmen, if not the best ruckman in the competition right now. Nick Larkey loves playing against Collingwood. He's kicked 14 goals in his last 3 games against Collingwood. Kicked 4 goals last time in the first quarter. Was kept goalless after that, but he is due for a bag. He had a good start this season. He's playing more up the ground, but I am expecting... if I was a betting man, at least 3 goals. He's due for a bag. Please, for the love of God, don't do it against Collingwood, but if it's Nick Larkey, he knows how to play against Collingwood. Let's not have Jeremy Howe play on Nick Larkey, however. We've done that 3 times in a row. Doesn't work. Why are we doing it a 4th time? Please don't do it again. Paul Curtis expected to return. Cam Zohar, he loves playing against Collingwood as well. He typically kicks a goal or 2 a game against us. Their midfield's young and vibrant, and they're underrated as well for clearance work and midfield work this year. One thing that sets them back in the midfield is they fail to kick goals directly from clearances, and they're very easy to score against as well. I think they rank 18th. I don't have the exact clear statistic for this one, but in terms of oppositions, rebound 50s, and then converting goals from defensive 50s to kicking a goal, uh, it's pretty easy. I mean, North Melbourne, underrated in terms of their attack. They're the most accurate side in the competition. They surpass Adelaide there. So back to back, we're facing against sides who are very accurate. Now, does North Melbourne's accuracy play into North Melbourne being 11th for points for per game? Most likely, but their forward line is hit or miss. The defense is a bit of a hole. I said Sherry is one of the best ruckmen in the competition. He's got a plethora of youth midfielders around him. George Wardlaw had 30 disposals against us last season. It's the only time he's had above 24 disposals in the game, and that was surprisingly against Collingwood. I mean, not surprisingly after all. Harry Sheasel, last time we played, was the first time he had more contested possessions than uncontested possessions. Ever since Sheezy Ball was mentioned by Kane Corns, he's improved his performances. Bowie McKercher, he's moving up into the midfield. Finn O'Sullivan, youngster down back. Hardiman, underrated player down back. Who needs Braden Maynard when you got Riley Hardiman coming through for the next 10, 15 years? So North Melbourne, if it's the Braden Maynard Cup, it's likely going to Collingwood. In terms of Braden Maynard staying at Collingwood, but in terms of this game, I mean, for North Melbourne, I said in the Geelong preview for Geelong that it was going to be a bit of a free swing for them in terms of their midfield and forward line. For North Melbourne overall, though, in this game, it's a free swing. I mean, they've got nothing to lose in this game. They're on a 2-game unbeaten run, going for 3 games in a row unbeaten. We've navigated the toughest part of our fixture so far. Let's not fuck it up by losing somehow to North Melbourne or even struggling to beat North Melbourne. Keep our back line in check, score off our half back line. We really should be fine. We can't afford to lose the midfield battle to a bunch of kids against North Melbourne. A bit of a challenge for Collingwood's midfielders. Need guys like Nick Dacos, even guys like Ned Long, Ed Allen to step up. They're playing against opposition who's got a plethora of players similar age as well. And if we can pick holes through North Melbourne's defence, we should be fine. So, in terms of this game, am I worried? A little bit in terms of the aftermath if we do lose, but I'm still not going to bring back my predictions for margins or anything like that. So, we just got to be prepared for this game. Treat North Melbourne seriously. Let's not rest multiple players for this one. If it was up to me, side bottom out, Lipinski gets the full game, and then it's up to Craig McRae on who's going to be the sub or interchange for the sub. I mean, we could have Ed Allen as the sub, debut Charlie West, bring back Charlie Dean. Anything's possible with our depth at the moment. Oleg Markov, Will Parker as well. So looking forward to the selection table. That's for tomorrow. You're seeing this on a Wednesday night. There'll likely be updates Thursday. That's the main training session. Hopefully Dan Houston's cleared. Hopefully Darcy Moore's back. Lockie Schultz, hopefully he's progressing well in his concussion protocols and he's back for Hawthorn. The VFL Sunday, that's a double header. VFLW Sunday morning against North Melbourne. Collingwood against North Melbourne VFL. Big game for that one. I'm going to be at that game. There'll likely be a round 9 report for the VFL. As the mid-season draft is next week, some of our VFL listed players will likely nominate for the mid-season draft. Could impact our side going forward, but we've got some players returning, guys like McStay and Ash Johnson. Again, watch this space. To close this video out, let's not take North Melbourne lightly. Let's take them seriously. Let's respect them. Again, they haven't lost a game in the last 2 matches or the last 2 weeks, last 2 games. Bloody hell, I've butchered that one. They're going to come out breathing fire for this one. Let's not have them start with 8 unanswered goals this time around. Let's take them seriously. Let's put this game to bed early on. Old beats youth, please. For the love of God, old beats youth. But that'll be all for this round 11 preview video of Collingwood v North Melbourne. My energy is not fully invested into this game just yet. Thursday morning, Spurs against Man United. That's what I'm looking forward to the most. And then I'm fully sold on Collingwood v North Melbourne. So forgive me for the rush job in this preview video. Hope you guys are having a good week. Be well, stay safe, make pies out.